Okay, we're gonna try this. Welcome to Faxanadu Tutorial Mark II. A lot of stuff has been discovered. I talked about the 2-king route in the first one, but 1 king is so easy now. It's accessible for everyone. I figured the tutorial was old, needed an update. If you go with these strats, which I think are pretty accessible, you should be able to get sub 30 if you refine them a little bit. There's going to be no wing boot pausing, no ladder re-jumping, just a couple damage boosts, but there's room to work that stuff in later. And I'll talk about some other mechanics as well. So I'm playing on power packs, so you're going to see the screen flash from time to time. It means I'm making a save state. So first thing is intro skip. There you go. You can jump over the text box that throws the bit of dialogue at you. Now notice how this guy jumps right. This is fine, but I'm going to load my state here, not just to show off, you know, if you miss the intro skip, that's what it looks like. I jumped a bit too early there. If I jump too late, then like my ankles would bonk onto the front of the box. If it looks like I'm getting like a cross-up dive kick on the back corner of it, it means I jumped too early. I like to jump left to sort of build up enough walk speed to go over. If you hold A though, this guy walks left. So this game doesn't have much RNG, but what little there is can be influenced with the A button. So I'll just make another save state here. So if I don't hold A, this guy goes right, then towards, then picks a direction. Well, it generally goes towards, but the first hop is always random. I think it's the odd numbered hops you can control with your A button. So if I'm holding A, he'll go left. Holding A, he goes away, goes at me. So if I was holding A, I'll try to like hold my controller in view of the webcam here. Maybe, there we go, like this. So, holding A. This guy hops away from me every other time, then towards. So I'm gonna hold A and then let go of it. It's gonna come towards me the whole way. So, yeah, you can influence what these guys do with your A button. However, I'm not gonna go into that too much. I also rehearsed this earlier. We're gonna do a route that doesn't do any of this manipulation for the early game. Like, it's only used for the early game for these hopping enemies that are normally kind of unpredictable and annoying. You can save some time right away if you just press A, but the problem is that it makes the guys behave all funny if I just, like, don't press A for the rest of the run, so... I'm just gonna kind of leave that out there as, like, something to dangle in front of everyone to be like, hey, I can learn some A button manipulation to save more time. The thing is, like, Tundra and I are second-guessing ourselves all the time. Like, whatever we think is the optimal A button manipulation seems to change every other day. So, we'll save that for a separate video in the future. So, yeah, you want to die to that first guy, because you come back to life with full health and magic, and you have to talk to that guy in the church anyway. He gives you the Ring of Elf, which you need to get into the door at the end of town to talk to the king to get money. So you gotta jump over these guys. We'll talk about some other physics of the game in case you're new to it. This game has what we call walk speed. Similar to Zelda 2, you don't just like move at full speed the whole time, you kind of like build up to a brisk stride like this. So you can lose your walk speed, well, by stopping moving first of all, but you also lose it when you attack on the ground. Like if your attack animation is still going on and your feet are on the ground, you lose your walk speed. So you can start an attack in the air, but if there's still active frames by the time you land, you're gonna lose it. Like, I'll try to demonstrate here. There we go. So I attacked a bit late, lost my speed, but if I attack early, I just keep building speed. If your dagger connects with an enemy while you're on the air or on the ground, you'll lose your walk speed. And if you get hit, you lose your walk speed. So you can also like keep it while you're shopping here, as long as you keep holding left and press up. Like, as long as you're holding a side direction between transactions, you'll keep your walk speed. So we're only going to talk to the king once. It is known that if you talk to the king with 0 gold, he'll give you another 1,500. But grinding outside of 4-paw is so easy now that it's in the tutorial now. So you just buy Dagger, your weapon for the first quarter of the game. Deluge, your magic that you're going to use for the whole game. It's really good. Turns out some magic doesn't do full damage to certain big enemies, but Deluge does 6 damage no matter what to everything. And you gotta buy elixir to give to the guy at the second spring. Also gotta buy 3 jack keys. This is how many you need to finish the game. That leaves us with a little float of 80 to bring towards Forepaw. We gotta get to 2,800 in order to buy wing boots by the time we get there. Which is easier than it sounds. So I'm gonna hold the controller claw for a bit just to equip my stuff super fast. Oh, yeah, I made a save state. Didn't let go of A soon enough. How convenient. In case I have to rewind, I'll be back to here. So this move, I call it Shiner Strike. So in order to use your magic, you press B to attack, you press up B to shoot Deluge. You can have 1 Deluge on screen at once, and you won't lose your walk speed if it connects with enemies, so long as you hit them with your Deluge and not with your dagger. So we can shoot 2 Deluges at these guys from far away to keep our walk speed. And yeah, you can only have 1 on screen, but look how fast you can shoot them. So that's essential boss killing technique right there. Oh, I forgot to equip my stuff in this timeline. Oh yeah, so I mentioned Deluge does 6 damage, Dagger does 5 damage, and these guys have 11 HP. So it takes either 3 dagger hits, or dagger plus Deluge. So kind of pressing A, B, and up at the same time has been called a Shiner Strike, because that's what my teenage self decided to call it half a lifetime ago. This guy you can take out with 2 Deluges, keep your walk speed. This guy takes too long to come down, leave him behind. This guy you want to stand on that brick or on the crack in front of it, wait for him to come down, do a Shiner Strike, jump forward, you should get a damage boost. Okay, I guess I'm gonna do that stretch again. Maybe provide better explanations too. Okay, up B and A for both. I'd also like to point out, if you decide to only use 1 Deluge, you're gonna get worse behavior down the line here. Like, see how these guys are behaving differently already. That's not even the bad part, though. I'll just move on a little farther to demonstrate. So once we get 2 screens ahead, there'll be these Cyclops enemies that walk around, and they're gonna walk to the right, I think. Yeah. And you are going to get hit. Like, even if you know they're gonna walk right. Oh, I tried to predict it, but just ate it. So 2 Deluges is still better. You'll still have enough. I know in older tutorials I was like, magic is so precious, the only way to restore it is to die, or buy meat. Oops, I stood on the wrong button. But, it turns out health is more precious, because that will save more time once we're doing the Forepaw grind. I'll explain why when we get there. There we go. Get a damage boost after taking that kill. Okay, let's make a save state here. Okay, so what I'm doing there isn't obvious. I call it like a falling Shiner Strike. Basically, I'm in the air, I press B to swing my dagger, and then press up B, like, during the follow-through. Like, you can press up B to attack, and yeah, you're pressing B to attack, but you can do it in the opposite order, right? You can even do it, yeah, I can even do it like that. Shoot, like, really late on the follow-through of my animation. Because if you... Oh, I had this happen a couple times. Yeah. Sometimes, depending on the timing of your attack, your Deluge is gonna hit the one in behind somehow, and then your dagger will go past the one that just, like, hits you right in the face. You could just... I mean, there's, like, a couple alternatives, too. Oh, yeah, you can just fire 2 Deluges. Because your dagger will hit both of them. That looks pretty cool. Oh, but then this guy goes right. Oh yeah, here's the route I found. You want to let that guy hop a second time, and it makes these guys behave nicer for some reason. Even though I thought the even-numbered hops don't affect RNG, but maybe they do. So this is the town of Apolloon. I'm the only person who knows the name of this place. It doesn't matter, you don't buy anything here. So you can wait for this guy to come down. You kind of need the money. At this point I'm kind of improvising. I'm sort of used to like how to treat these guys. To get that damage boost you have to walk backwards a little more. And I do a falling Shiner Strike for that thing. But yeah, this stuff you can kind of, now that you know the basics of it, you can sort of do it on your own. So we gotta, oh, so we gotta rewind a little bit. And let's just double check. Yeah, it goes right, but you do it my way. And you get better Cyclops. Okay. So yeah, in that tower I was in there, on the second screen there's a Matic that will secretly appear on that screen on the 4th visit, once we defeat all the enemies there. So the only way is to just walk back and forth on that screen. We'll talk about the hidden item screens a bit more later on. I'm just gonna make another save state here. So it's faster to... No, wait, I'll talk about that later. So yeah, because we're gonna visit this screen a couple times, we're also gonna farm the Monodora, these hopping enemies. So I've already got different behavior. Notice how last time it went to the right, well, the other time they went left because I only used one deluge, like I just killed the thing in the middle. Let's check the other timeline here. Two deluges. This one should go right. Okay, yeah, just let it hit you, and then you can pummel it in the corner. This spends health instead of magic, which is also faster. If it goes left, you just spend a deluge instead. Okay, so here's our 4th visit. Oh, I did it wrong. You can get it in only one deluge. I forgot to make a save state to demonstrate how. So I guess we're doing that again. And just for the sake of, like, exploring both timelines. Oh yeah, you can also just, like, attack and press up B again. If Shiner Strike isn't gonna work so that, like, you won't meet in the air like that, then you have to do it on the ground like that. Like, press B, then up B. Okay, 3rd visit. Okay, let's make a save state for 4th visit. So yeah, I gotta clear all the enemies on this screen. One problem though, these spike enemies, you can't hit them with your dagger. At least when it's on the ground. So, you wanna shoot a deluge at it like that. Like, I just pressed up B once, and my deluge pushes it onto my dagger. And you wanna do it early too, because like, your hitbox on the dagger is higher than it looks. It's like a rectangle, like, that extends slightly above it, I'm pretty sure. Well, also, deluge is pretty big too. Yeah, look how tall that deluge is too. I think the deluge is making my hitbox taller. So think of it as like, you're hitting it with the deluge first, and then your dagger will follow up. And then for some swag, you can jump to the ledge there. If that's too daunting though, you can just shoot it twice from far away. Now we got the Matic we need to progress. What if you miss it? Or let me try and like recreate the mistake I just made. While you just shoot your deluge at it again. Also, another thing that can happen sometimes. Sometimes you can get damage boosted onto the land. I can't seem to set it up though. Damage boost mechanics in this game, enemies will always push you in the direction they were moving. Not the direction they're facing or you're facing, it's the direction they're moving. So basically, it's like when this thing is retreating, you'll get pushed onto its own island. I like to equip my Matic while falling, less chance of dropping walk speed. Okay, oh right. I did it the fast way without thinking about it. I did review the easier ways to deal with that screen though. There's a couple. Okay, so first of all, you could try to find an A button route or like some timeline where it doesn't go right. I mean, I haven't pressed any A button so far, but if I just hold A while coming out, look, it jumps to the right, and you can pummel it like that. But again, let's stick to our self-imposed rule of no A button pressing. You can face right before you exit. Boom, now you're facing right. But you don't even have to do that. You can press right when you come out. But I guess that's like doing something really fast when you come out. And you have to be careful too, because if you press up, you're gonna get this mark of Jack text box, which you can cancel with the B button, but it's still gonna eat like a second or two. I guess you could do it on purpose to like give yourself time to react. Or you could just, you know, learn that and do it. Anyway, I'm still gonna keep the save state back here because the screen afterward is called Fight Club. And it can go lots of different ways. This is why the early game manipulations really matter. I like getting a nice Fight Club, where ideally I can go kind of like this. That wasn't that great. I can't even, well, I should probably explain, like, what I just did. So when I got hit on the ladder, when you get hit on a ladder, you still get pushed left or right, but there we go. Wow, I did it and paused. So I got hit, and the game tried to push me to the left, I guess, because that's... No, wait, this guy came at me from the right, so it tried to push me to the right. I think I'm also pressing up and right on my controller, so I'm facing right now. So it pushed me, but my face is up against this brick, so I'm just kind of getting shoved into a wall, and now my guy is in a standing state. I'm not climbing the ladder. If I pressed up or down, I'd go right back to climbing the ladder. But if I just unpause, look, I can press A. I can jump. I can jump as much as I want. So it's still pretty tough, though, because you can climb into the guy. But again, this is supposed to be like an easy mode tutorial. Let's not get into that. You can just keep climbing. Oh yeah, you can hold A on this ladder as well to maybe pull them towards you. Again, that's probably something people should figure out on their own once they know the A button route they want to do. If you're worried about getting hit, you can... Oh yeah, if they go like that, you can do that. And yeah, I would say don't bother trying to avoid getting hit in Fight Club, because you're probably going to get hit, and getting hit is often faster. These guys don't do that much damage. And look, I'm at full health still. Okay. And you can also just keep climbing. It's not a big deal if you can't do the ladder reset. Okay, this jump is tricky. Also, for some reason, like, the game loads a whole nother bank in here if you don't hold up. Oh, what? That was weird. Oh, there we go. Oh, I see. You can, like, jump into the next screen. Yeah, I'm like, that's so weird. It's like a portal. It's not actually a ladder. Yeah, like that top block there. Why is it implemented this way? Anyway, just some weird trivia. You can, like, let go of upper A and just, like, fall down, even though there's supposed to be a ladder there. One more time for good measure here. Oh yeah, you can also do something called the flying matic, where you can like buffer your swing in the air. Remember how I was talking about like you can do a deluge with like the follow through of your attack? Same thing with using the matic. You can press down B. Oh yeah, you press down B to use items, by the way. You can press down B on like the last few frames of you hitting the ground. You can maybe save a few frames, but I don't like doing that because it makes things inconsistent. And if your guys go to the right in Fight Club, you can like tenderize them through the wall and then finish them off in the basement here. Okay, moving on. This screen is a big deal. So, you'd probably look at this and go like, okay, I'll just get rid of the guy, and then go up, right? I'll take out the ghost at the end, but both of those, suboptimal. You can get a ladder reset if you have good climbing. And this isn't even the good outcome. If I hold A... Oh, it should be easier. There we go. With a good enough climb, you can actually, like... You can almost, like, jump up to solid ground there. You don't need 2 deluges. Oh, there we go. Makes it easier, though. Again, this is like another reason why you might want to care about your early game manipulations, but as I've just shown, you can still do it even if this guy goes to the right. This is with the old grounded Shiner Strike, pressing B, then up B right after. Because if I just did it once... Oops. Why isn't the deluge coming out? Oh, I jumped into it. Weird. I'm actually just pressing up B once and it's still working out. Never punished. I mean, the theory is like... Yeah, pressing deluge normally pushes these guys too far away for your dagger to connect, but this guy is like hopping left right into my attack right after. That might not happen when you guys try it, in case you're like your hoppers all ended up acting differently. And holding A just to... Oh yeah, I find what makes this easiest is to do a falling Shiner Strike and from as far away as possible. This is because you build up more, like, you lose your walk speed initially, and then you like start accelerating and build it back up. If I say wait as long as possible, it's a little bit harder. Notice how my head like didn't get quite as high. Whereas, look at that, my head got higher by doing it from far away. So this guy, oh yeah, you can buffer stuff when you enter screens in this game. Like, notice how, look at the screen is still scrolling when I load the state, right? If I just hold all these, I do a jump and a deluge as soon as I spawn. Same with this guy, that's what you want to do here. And you can either, oops, you can jump over. Probably what you'd want to do here. Or you can just double stab while it's in the corner. Actually, let's just watch what Pizza Head does here so we can learn. So what Pizza Head does is kind of like lurch forward slowly twice. Stop. Slowly. And faster and a jump. So, knowing what kind of rhythm Pizza Head is on, I know to start my attack right when Pizza Head starts moving again. Stop. Because it starts moving into me, and that's why that first double stab's easier to get. It should be possible to jump over it, though. Similar logic. Okay, same with this guy. There's a pixel-perfect jump. I did it early. Kind of hard to see on CRT, but... there's like two... Okay, see how like the orange tree in the background there? There's 1 pixel at the bottom, and then the next level up it's 2 pixels wide. You kind of want to jump when Faxanadu is like lined up with the second pixel, or like his leg is covering up both of those pixels. That was still early. Music's behind because of all the messing around in Fight Club I did. Your music's not going to sound like this. I was late. It's pretty tricky. I just want to show what it looks like. feel like I'm more successful with it than this usually. There we go. So that's called the Pizza Perfect jump. Pixel Perfect jump to get over Pizza Head. The easier way though is deluge, 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 dagger. There's a ladder coming up, so it's okay to lose walk speed. Now we have full health too. And this is fighting Ryu. I'm gonna do that again. Okay, you want to get up the ladder quickly so that this works out. So you want to punish the fireballs by firing one of your own. Oh, I got the kind of a... That's weird. Got kind of a weird timing based on my walk speed here. Oh, there we go. You should be able to get in a double stab either way with really good spacing. Practice it until you do. This enemy has 27 HP, so it's either going to take you 6 stabs or 2 deluges and 3 stabs. So you definitely want to fire those deluges while jumping over his deluges. Yeah, basically the spacing should work out that you'll get a double stab no matter what. And one thing to watch out for, if you try to press up B on top of this ladder, pressing up is going to make you climb the ladder, and your deluge won't come out. It's, just beware of that. Okay, we're finally up to the 4-paw grind. So, we needed 2,800 gold by the time we got here, right? Well, we're gonna grind off of this guy that gives 115 a pop. You can kill one outside. It's supposed to be faster. This is how I do it if I don't have magic. Guess I'll show a couple of variations. Oh yeah, I call that the bagel chop, like neutral jumping over fireballs and then sticking your dagger out and then it falls on them. Your dagger has a lot of active frames. Using some magic to make things easier. But I prefer to save my magic. We're gonna need it in a tower that's coming up. We don't need any magic for the grind, by the way. And you don't have to worry about walk speed anymore later. Slacknator figured it all out. So that's... Oh, I already screwed up one rep. Okay. So basically what you do is, like, you stand about here. Oh, I already screwed it up. I was overthinking it. So just run into it and get hit. Now stand here. And then you wait about as long as you can before attacking. Like right before your iframes are going to run out. I can't explain this and do it, apparently. If you attack too early, it won't work out. Then he'll turn around to face you in time and shoot you. You time it so that your attack interrupts his shot and he shoots to the right. Or not at all, actually. And you can get the ghost to stabilize your health. You actually get like +1 health from doing it this way. You can skip getting the health to save a bit of time and to like manage your health levels. Oh, didn't space quite right there. So yeah, starting from 1550, I guess we're doing 10 reps, or 11 reps. Yeah, we get 115 each. This is a bit too much health though, because remember we have to death warp in the next area, so you want to finish with about half health. Obviously, if that sounds too dicey for you, well, then keep your health higher, you know, figure out what you're comfortable with. I'll show you what lies ahead in a bit here. And even still, there's like more ways to manage your health. Like, you could come out of here with like a quarter health and still be fine. But for the sake of demonstration... Oh wait, I should have more health than this, huh? Yeah, I should. Okay, one more go around then. let's keep my health at about 3/4. So to do that, I think I just do like 4 fast reps. Oops. Oh, down to 3 now. Okay, let's keep my health about here. Also, you have to move forward a little bit, or else you will single stab that guy. It's hard to see what's going on behind those foreground pillars. You have to walk forward a little bit after you snag the ghost. But he's still busy walking to the right. He's not going to shoot you. You do have time to line it up. Yeah, see? I can take my sweet time. Look, I can even take that long. He's gonna keep walking to the right. Like, he's not even gonna walk into you to, like, bonk you out of the corner there. Okay, 28-17. We've done our grind. Gotta buy wing boots. I called this game Boots when I was a kid, because wing boots are a big deal. Someone on my YouTube asked, why don't you do a run without wing boots? And I said, you literally need them to get to Victim. He's like, okay, well, how about that one time? I'm like, that's boring. Wing boots are what make running this game interesting. Oh yeah, talk to the guru to become an aspirant. This sets your death warp point back to Forepaw, to this town. But we're also gonna get a bonus 500 gold. Also, I did a weird thing. Here, I'm just gonna make a save state. I have to load it again, but like... the screen is supposed to look like that. However, there's a hidden ointment on this screen, so it's gonna advance my hidden item counter by 1. So that's why I have to, like, load my state. And now the music is gonna be off, too, unfortunately, because I use a musical cue for wing boot pausing. Oh wait, we're not doing wing boot pausing anyway. So yeah, somehow, like, sometimes if you just climb hard enough, you get hit by these ghosts. You get hit by the middle one ahead of schedule. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, if you don't have enough health, what you can do here, shoot a deluge on top of that one. You'll get the health. You'll go health positive, and then be on your way. Also, I like to equip my wing boots either on this screen or while I'm falling on this screen, because that way we'll get a nice big 40 every time. So the way the wing boots timer works and why wing boot extensions work is that little T00 or 40 now that I've used them. That goes down every 64 frames. However, if I pause the game with the start button, this 64 frame timer is still ticking from 0 to 255, still going up by 1 every frame, and just divides by 64 to check if it should subtract from the timer. However, there's more to it than that, though. So check this out. Let's say... Okay, see how my timer is about to become 28, and then I just go here? It doesn't instantly become 28. So when you touch the boundary for a screen, the frame timer just says 0 and starts counting up. And it takes 80 frames to scroll the screen from left to right into the next screen. So you can be like saved by the bell, so to speak. If you're about to lose a wing boot second and then you just get to the next screen, well, your wing boot timer's in a better spot now. So this is why, if I open the menu on this screen... Let me just go there and explain why. Oh, I had to jump. Anyway. So if I open the menu on this screen, the timer is ticking while I'm in the menu. And if I use them here... Look, they started at 39, because that's how long I took in the menu. So to keep things consistent, you know, I just open the menu on a different screen when it doesn't matter. And now if I walk under these guys, and put my front foot on this crack, look, I got a nice big 40, and right before it hits 38, I get to this screen, then this screen. Still 39. Great. So fly around these guys. You can jump over this guy. You gotta, like, hover a little bit, jump again. That's kind of the fast way to get through there. But I'll just show an alternate way if that looks too spooky. Oh, and a way that involves not getting hit there. Really out of my rhythm there. Right, I'm used to jumping from the middle of the ladder, which is something I can't set up without getting hit. Oh yeah, I usually claw the controller for these parts because, you know, I'm used to having to hit the start button. Also what you can do is you can shoot that guy and catch the bread. You can shoot that guy. Okay, we should have 28. I kind of dropped a wing boot second there. Okay, yeah, you want to have your feet on the ground for most of the time here. So, I'm just going to go over wing boot controls here for a second. I guess I kind of took that for granted. We'll leave these guys around down here just so we can compare speeds. So yeah, you can still press A to jump with wing boots, but if you press up when you're in the air, you can ascend. However, if you're going upwards, your walk speed is always minimum. You're never gaining walk speed. Unless you know, let go of up, then you can glide, and you'll gain walk speed as if you were walking on the ground. See, this is gliding, but, you know, I'm already at ground level. So that's gliding. Look at that, full walk speed, but as soon as I press up, I'm stuck at minimum speed. Oh yeah, you can also, like, power glide down. You can press down. You can also get, like, a funny physics glitch where you get, like, stuck in the floor if you, like, move down at a crack in the floor. Let me get rid of these guys this time. Not used to fighting those. Okay. There we go. See how I, like, teleported? And guess what? I'm also stuck in the floor. You can jump out, but yeah. This will become relevant later. I call it crackdowning, but it also is going to happen to us whether we want it to or not later in the game. Anyway, so after coming down from the sky spring there, we can run under these guys, fly up a bit higher to jump off the roof of this thing. For this thing, you can, yeah, you can press A to just jump. You can kill it without spending a deluge, but that's a little tricky. Easier thing to do is just get hit by it, spend a deluge, boom, got your health back. And if you don't think you can afford the deluge, and you don't think you can get that no deluge kill on it, well, it's gonna hit you again. Oh, and I did a ladder rejump. I guess I'll explain what it is, and then, but the point is to, like, not do any in the tutorial, just to show that, like, you could get a good time like this. One more thing about wing boot controls. This is actually a good screen for demonstrating. So, I'm holding A, right? So that I'm in, like, gliding mode. If I let go of up, oh, I'm in a standing state, and I can jump. So if I press A, tap up, and let go of up, but I'm still holding A, I am standing again. So basically, if you're, like, you hold A as much as possible and only let go of it a little bit, whereas you only do short taps for up. There we go. You can repeatedly jump up ladders like this. It does save, like, a second or two every time you gotta do it. But I just want to show that you can, like, fly to places you need to get to without doing any ladder rejumps and without adding any wing boot pauses. This is supposed to be a nice, accessible tutorial. I like equipping my jack key there. You can jump to avoid that fireball. Oop, off my head. Okay, let's make a save state here. Oh no. That didn't go so hot. So what I was trying to show off... I'm just gonna, like, leave... Oh wait, leaving the screen isn't gonna work. I jumped at the wrong time there. So you can't make a save state during lag frames. So... Anyway, I guess you gotta spend a deluge, but what you can do is, you can just press A and then B without pressing up, and you'll do, like, a full hop. Like, you'll neutral jump with your dagger out, and you'll just poke that guy out of the way. You can do it without spending a deluge. And, like, you might be asking, like, why do we need so much magic when we're Like, almost at our destination. Well, we'll see. Oh, I did it anyway. Oh, I saved state again. Haha. Anyway, so we climb into here, get hit by this bee, can wiggle a little bit. So we gotta shoot these bees. And these wing boots will conveniently appear on first visit. You probably saw when I was demonstrating wing boot controls there outside of Forepaw, some ointment appeared. That's also a hidden item screen. So after we got our Matic before Forepaw, that was fourth visit. So we go outside of Forepaw, that's one. And then we come back. Wait, why did that appear then? Weird. Oh, it's probably because I just like went in and out that many times. But anyway. Oh right, the screen where you use the Matic has a red potion hidden on it, so that's one. Going outside of Forepaw is two. Coming back with our wing boots active is three. And then this screen is our fourth visit. The game only uses one memory address to track if you've been to a hidden item screen, so you can go to any of them to rack up the counter. And so, look at that, we spent wing boots to get more wing boots. Great, now we're gonna get more. 2, 3, 4. And that's why having extra magic is good. So I'll just show this off again. You can also fly a bit to the right to maybe make that shot easier. 2, 3, 4. So in case you don't have enough deluge, then that's what you do. So you can get more wing boots here if you need. This route, we don't need to get more here. I'm just going to use more to refresh our wing boots. You want to use them before the first pair runs out, because when they run out, you get this, like, gameplay stops, and it takes 3 seconds to draw this text box that says, "The power of the wing boots is gone." Okay. So I'm going to make a save state once again. So there's a couple ways to deal with this guy. Getting a damage boost from the bee is not necessary. I have lots of health. This is way more health than I need. But if you can't afford to get hit by this wyvern, you can just fly over top of it. Not like that. But, like that. Remember to glide, because that's how you gain speed. But again, I wanted more health so I can just, like, walk underneath them like that. You can even maybe get shot by a fireball. The fireball does way more damage than getting body checked. But most of the time, you can afford to get a... you can take the body check. It does about a quarter of your health, whereas the fireballs do more, about a third. I don't have enough to take the body check and the fireball, but sometimes it works out where you get shot by a fireball right away, and it's a nice damage boost. So I've got way too much health. One way to burn that off is you can bonk into Pizza Head like that. Otherwise, you can just go down here. These Minotaurs always jump over you, so just like walk at them and you'll be fine. I should have taken the hit from Pizza Head there. Okay, yeah, this screen, if you jump up the right side like that, you'll always take what's called a wraparound hit. Like, you can't see it, but basically when the game is, like, transitioning me upwards to the next screen, it draws Faxanadu at the bottom of this screen, and will get hit by any enemies in that position for some reason. You can avoid that, though, well, 2 ways. Let me make my way back there with the help from Pizza Head this time. So I've still got some deluges. There's still one more use I have for these. Also, you can do a ladder re-jump there. Oops. No. Yeah, you can shoot that guy out of the way. Yeah, if you jump up the left side, you probably won't get the wraparound hit. But in this case, I want to take it. So you can do a ladder re-jump to get hit by the bees on the way if you gotta lose a little more health. You're gonna have to learn how much damage bees do here. If you can't ladder re-jump, well, you can jump at them like that. If you can't afford to take a bees hit, like let's say that puts me on magic pixel, empty health bar. Well, then just walk into here, and when you build up enough walk speed, you can clear stairs like that. You can just clear both blocks in one jump. So yeah, you need elixir. Elixir is it's not an item, it goes in your status screen, or your player screen. If you would die, your elixir will go off. The elixir will be consumed and you'll fully restore your HP and magic. So if that happens, that's a reset. There is an elixir right there on that screen, and you can go all the way around underneath, get that elixir, and some wing boots. There's wing boots over there too, actually. Oh yeah, it's good to equip your Joker key here, because, well, I like to buy my Queen key before I go to Joker Spring to do farming. Just because it's easier to like keep track of how many wyverns I've killed. I don't have to subtract 500 from my gold total. Whereas if I had the Queen key in my menu and 2 pairs of wing boots, I'd have to go down twice or up twice. Whereas if I just open the menu in town, Joker key is at the bottom. I can just press up and equip it. Less menuing. Anyway. Well, music doesn't matter here. Let's just... So yeah, we're gonna refresh this screen. 2, 3. Okay. So I'm just gonna explain how to do this screen and then take a real quick bathroom break. But anyway, so there's ointment hiding on this screen, and I'm gonna show the fast way to clear these ghosts out to get it. So it's pretty... goes by real fast. I'll try to explain it. So what I do first... Actually, why don't I just like get rid of these things so I can just describe what I did. So I stood about here, so I pressed B, then did a neutral jump. So my sword comes out to kill the ghost that's in the middle, and then when I jump straight up, I get the other ghost that's about to escape, and then I do a deluge to kill the third one. See how, like, you know, guy's holding the dagger out in front of him and then reaches out further? So if an enemy's inside, he's never going to hit it with the dagger. But deluge, look at that, deluge starts practically inside you. There we go. Now we got the ointment. Ointment makes us invincible for 40 seconds. We're gonna farm these wyverns, which are normally very dangerous bosses, but because we're invincible and don't have a shield, we can just fight them really easily. So what I'm doing here is I'm shooting 2 deluges in the first 2 jumps and 1 deluge in the 3rd and 4th jumps. So I'm getting a double hit from my dagger on each of those as well. Like I said, dagger does 5, deluge does 6. You have enough time to farm 5 wyverns in total. But just in case that's too tricky, you have to be perfect to get 5 wyverns. But with this route, you can actually do 4 wyverns and be just fine. So on the way out, it's same thing. Oh, there we go. I ran out anyway, and I got hit. That's not very good. You want to have full health, ideally. Actually, it's not as big a deal for this route. Anyway, I'll leave the cool music going. I'll be back real fast.